Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, and you better believe she's got tricks up her sleeve. It's the great and powerful Trixie on Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6. Going to the back just like every pony else. Trixie will start 2 levels above the level average, as you can see, which is still 27, and Trixie is pretty darn good, honestly, for the most part. She comes with some equipment that I don't care at all about, but as you can see from her stats, well, they're actually a fair bit better than the original character Go-Go, who unfortunately wasn't terribly good because of his low stats and the fact that he could not equip Espers, which Trixie can, and that's the big difference that makes her actually one of the best characters in the game because of her unique traits, which is actually in the status menu here. Oh yeah, she's obviously a unicorn. She's technically a light armor character, but because of equipment like the crystal stuff, she can equip much stronger things. And then she of course gets the Star Cloak, which is really, really good. I mean, it has some of the highest magic defense among the various ultimate armors. So the fact that she actually gets a unique armor, unlike Go-Go, who just gets like this, cruddy thing you can buy. Yeah, she's actually pretty good. And she also can use the jeweled sword, so I'll probably get another one of those. It's kind of weird that she can use the jeweled sword, honestly. Since I don't even think Rarity and Sweet Belle can. But anyway, the big thing with Trixie is her status menu, because she has this ability here called Mimic. And as the name might imply, she will do whatever the last party member did. Such as if Twilight casts a flare spell, then she'll cast a flare spell, except it won't cost her any MP. Which is really nice. Or, well, if Scoot does something, she can copy that, which would be a little bit more random. You would never really know, but the beauty of Trixie is the fact that she also has 3 more slots that are empty, but if you press the accept button, you can fill them with basically any ability in the game, many of which can be extremely useful, including item, which is kind of weird. But anyway, going through them, fights, I actually do want that for right now, because the other good thing about Trixie is that she can equip most of the unique relics that other characters, are otherwise unique to the other characters, most notably the Thief Shoe and the Sneak Ring, so I'm going to be doing that. Oh yeah, that's right, she comes with the gold hairpin that I did not take from her before, so that's nice. But yeah, I'm going to be giving her the Thief Shoe and the Sneak Ring so that I can finally go on a stealing spree here. Finally steal some stuff, including probably some MP healing items from those Suzakus that are around Rainbow Falls, but more on that later. So yeah, now she has Mug, and yeah, she can use the fake mustache to turn Sketch into Control. More on that later, because I don't especially care about that at the moment. Or whatever that item was that turns slots into the bit shot, but anyway, Magic Command. This is kind of unique for Trixie because she does not actually learn spells from Espers. But rather, depending on what all other characters in the party have, her magic will change to be basically whatever their spells are, so she'll come pre-learning spells, essentially. If no other character in the party knows spells, she won't know anything from magic. It should also be noted, she can equip Espers, but she can't learn anything from them, and also, if she doesn't have the Magic Command, she cannot actually equip or unequip Esper. She's still equipped with the Esper, even though she doesn't have the Magic Command here, but you have to give her the Magic Command if you want to change or otherwise equip Espers, which could be very useful because of other abilities she has. Items, obviously you might need that. Weapons can be pretty useful for her because she's pure magical. Can't really use, the drill and whatnot terribly well. It's an okay ability, but yeah, she can actually use the flash pretty well, and obviously Noise Blaster is really good. Sword Tag you can just flat out ignore. Throw is kind of unique for her because if you let Fluttershy die, this will not be an ability she'll have access to, so just keep that in mind. Plus, she can actually use the elemental schemes or whatever those multi-target elemental weapons were called, a bit better than Fluttershy, since she actually starts out with a pretty decent magic stat, as you can see there. It starts out 1 point higher than Cadence's. Most notably, she gets Summon. This is really good for her because Masquerade and Spike, obviously, so yeah, that'll be one of her real bread and butters. I'll be using that. Alicorn, because it's physical now, you can pretty much ignore. Runic can be useful in certain situations. Lore, I'm actually going to want right now, because it can't really use those otherwise. She cannot learn Lores the same way Rarity can. She has to, basically, she'll just have whatever Rarity currently has. So I'm going to have to get Rarity back if I want to learn more of these. Sketch can be useful. Well, I guess I could sort of talk about Control, but basically, it's more or less like a confusion ability, except that you can control what the monsters do. And it happens on Sweetie Belle's turn, or Trixie's turn in this case, but Trixie can't equip the brushes, so she doesn't have the accuracy that Sweetie Belle does with it, so I wouldn't really bother with it for the most part. Slots, she has a good magic stat, really, really good with her. Compared to Rainbow Dash, so she just outshines Rainbow Dash in the slots department big time. Party, it should be noted that if you have not recruited Pinkie Pie for the first time yet, she won't have access to this until after that. So this, I don't really care about. And then Emulate. Between Emulate and Summon, Trixie is just the best character in the game because she can give herself protection against everything, and then protect herself with Masquerade. So, yeah, it's really, really good for that. And let's see, is that all I want to do there? Is there anything else? Do I want Emulate right now? I don't really need that right now. I'm giving her Mug because I want her to go on I want to go on a stealing spree today. So, yeah, just give her that, just in case I need to confuse something. And I don't want the Earth Rod, I actually want the Curved Knife. In part because, well, actually, does it increase my speed? No, it does not. Yeah. I don't need the Thick Splint because of all these, so awesome. And I do want you with the Rune Bits, so that I have a little bit more MP. And Crystal Saddle because, well, actually, I don't need that. I can use this. I'd rather use that, why not? So, after healing up a little bit, I already equipped her with my stealing stuff so she can use Mug there. So the rest of the party, I don't especially care what they have, but I have them with like marble shoes and whatnot, just kind of as a just-in-case measure for Trixie here. Basically, there's some very particular items that I want to steal, and they're all rare steals. They're not that easy to get a hold of. The first thing I want to go for, actually, they're all right next to where I am, as it just so happens, but right here outside of Neighsh, or outside, or in the grass areas around, what town was that? The one where you can fight the cactars. Yeah, in the grass around that desert, you can fight two particular monsters, and I'm going to just save state real quick. You can fight two, that's right, the other thing I wanted to do, I want you to have Majesty because I need to be banished. Otherwise, I'm going to get freaking killed by some of the monsters around here. Oh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind about you, Scoot. I want you to have the Pegasus ring in the back guard so that I don't get killed by stuff. Because I'm not going to be having you do much anyway, so that'll work. So anyway, there's two monsters that I could fight around here that I'm looking for. You are not one of them, but I do want you to cast Banish on us before we fight these guys, so that I can actually not take damage from all the freaking monsters around here. Because, weirdly enough, nothing around here actually uses magic for some reason. Actually, this guy does, but it's kind of rare. And in fact, he actually uses a lore that Rarity can learn, but I don't give a crap about it at all. So, now that I'm banished, now I want to try to find the two monsters that I'm looking for. There's one of them, the Mantodea. That guy, oddly enough, has like the highest physical attack of any monster in the game. he doesn't have any common steel, but he does have a rare steel that I want. This is going to take a while, typically. You will probably spend a lot of time trying to do it. Unfortunately, he's immune to, like, various, like, instant deaths and crud like that, which is significant for a reason that I'll show when I'm stealing the next item that I'm looking for. But, yeah, I'll kind of fast-forward to whenever I actually finally steal this item, because this could very well take a while. Oh, there we go. That was actually a lot faster than I thought. The Bloodstone! Unfortunately, since Trixie doesn't have the speed that Flash does, she has a slightly lower success rate, but since they only have a rare steel anyway, it's like a 12.5% chance. I'll go over that in a moment. I'm actually going to want to get 2 of those all together, but the other monster I want around here is also here. He's kind of a little bit more rare, unfortunately. Jerks. Oh, there they are, the Basalisk, formerly known as the Geckorex. I forgot to show off that Luna is equipped with Medley because I want to silence them. Because the Basalisk, unique to this mod, has Mudslide, so that's another way you could get that. Now, one thing I want to do with them is I want to go into my lures and I want to cast Discord on them because it will lower their level. Well, cut their level in half. I don't care about that guy. He can't do anything to me. And they can't do anything to me now that they're silenced. It'll cut his level in half, making it a little easier to steal. I guess I could do that like multiple times, but it's not that big a deal. It makes it a little easier. Because I want to steal from both of these guys. They have another rare item only, that I want to steal from them, which again is going to take a while. Again, I only want 2 of them, so the fact that they're both here. Oh, they're put to sleep too. Not that I would have mattered. I would have woken them up with my mug anyway. Yeah, again, this will actually be a little bit easier because their level's lower, but because of the 12.5% chance, it still could potentially take a while. But hey, I got it right away. The ScaledSplint. I'm going to go ahead and steal from the other guy real quick to get the other one, because, you know, otherwise these guys can't do anything to me that's of any real importance. So, I'll be talking about that in a moment as well. Oh, wow. Right up the... Wow! Holy cow! That was the easiest that's ever been. Unfortunately, that enemy is not terribly common around here because he's just kind of hard to find because between him, the Mantodea, and those stupid reach frogs, yeah, it's not that practical to try to farm that from them. Because otherwise, I would actually get more of that, of the ScaledSplint, but I have other ways of getting more of those, which involve the area over here in around Jurassic Park here, or the Dinosaur Forest, as it's otherwise known as. Definitely want to save state, because the enemies I want to fight are here in the grass, and I want to fight the Tyranosaur, although I kind of want to do these simultaneously, because I could still get into a bag attack with the Tyrannosaurs, which is bad. I could also meet the Brachiosaur, which I can just run from, but... Okay, perfect. Cast Silence on him so that he cannot do... or mute on him so he cannot, use Meteor on me. It's not guaranteed to work, so... Oh, I should use Medley, duh. That actually is guaranteed to work. Unfortunately, I cannot use Discord on him because you had to actually be susceptible to, like, instant death for this to work, as far as I'm aware, so I'm just gonna have to try to mug him until I get the item that I want, which, yeah, again, could take a while, so... There we go! Fortunately, fortunately, I can speed through that, and his mute doesn't ever undo, but man, that was like over 30 mugging attempts. I forgot how hard that could be. So actually, I changed my mind about that. I got the ScaledCostume out of that. I'm actually going to go back to Neighsh to try to get more of the... Oh, where are they? Huh, I thought they were gonna... Oh, I was expecting them all to be at the bottom of the list. But, oh well. Yeah, because... Oh, where is it? Rods. Yeah, because I can trade in the Bloodstone to the Coliseum to get more of that scaled costume. And I can trade in the scaled costumes to get more of the scaled splint. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the scaled splints and the that weapon that I was just talking about, whatever the heck it was called, Bloodstone there, because ultimately I'm going to want, what is it, like 4 scaled costumes, I think something like, well, because I was really going to go for 17 scaled costumes, but the Tyranosaur is so much harder to steal from, and I'm just going to try to get that all from the, between the Bloodstone and the scaled splints there, so, anyway, yeah, you'll see what I end up doing eventually, but yeah, the other thing I want is a battle that's here in the grass. Just stay out of the dirt. There's an annoying monster that just poisons the whole party down there, so. Oh yeah, we can fight the Mantodea around here as well, so I could try stealing from them, I suppose, while I'm at it. So, yeah, that's there. There we go, Tmbleweeds! This is the other enemy I want to meet. They can only do physical attacks to you. And I forgot that I wanted to have magic as my last thing for Trixie so that she can actually use Osmos. Because these guys are also affected by Discord. I want to steal one more item from them, and ultimately I'm actually going to want 16 of the item that I can steal from them. Yeah. So, I'll steal the first one just to show you that they actually have it, and yeah, then I'll actually explain what the heck these items are. There we go, scaled hood. Yeah, I'll go ahead and steal from the other 3 guys real quick. Well, maybe not real quick. That was much quicker than the frickin' Tyranosaur. And I'll be right back to explain what the heck these items actually are. So, I'll do the rest of my stealing later, but for the time being, ultimately what I'm going to want are 2 Bloodstones, 15 scaled splints, 4 of the scaled costumes, and 16 of the scaled hoods. Fortunately, as I was just saying, I can trade in the Bloodstones for scaled costumes and the scaled costumes for scaled splints at the Coliseum, so I can actually just try to farm the much easier items, try to get the scaled costume, because those are ridiculous. Made for Nightmare Night, eh? But yeah, so what are these items that I've acquired here? Well, these are basically the dragon equipments, as you can see, made for dragons, and, well, the Nightmare Night thing. Basically, we got the weapon here, it's a rod. These are much different from what they were in the original game, and, well, actually way different from what they were in Pony Fantasy, since they were not quite so as special in a way. With these weapons, they have really high power. See, 255 there, scaled splint, 66, 66, 30, 30, 42, 42, and yeah, 100, 100. These are ridiculous in their power. But the problem is that whenever you equip them, they don't really seem to actually do much for you, as you can see with their defenses there, although notably their evasion, magic defense, and magic block still kick in, but otherwise they're not really giving us a heck of a lot there. The reason is because they're dragon equipment. So what we want to do is turn into a dragon, and now this equipment will actually give us huge bonuses. As you can see, these are some of the most defensive pieces of equipment in the game. If not most, they're typically second, or actually I think this one's third. Actually no, this one is second most defensive, and now that I think about it, but yeah, or in the case of I think of body armor, it's like the third most. But yeah, altogether, these give us massive defenses, and also for whatever reason, whenever you're a dragon, whenever you equip any relic, your defense also goes up by 1. I'm not really sure why that is. But, I just undid her dragoness, or dragon. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, yeah, your defense also goes up by 1 for some reason whenever you equip relics. I'm not really sure why that is. But yeah, that's the big thing. You turn into Spike, and then you get the dragon equipment. You basically turn into a freaking tank, which isn't necessarily the most useful thing since it's not terribly powerful depending on the character you have equipped. Although, notably unique to this... Oh man, that other one's... Hang on, let me get that other one back down here real quick. Now, in the original game, well, this actually was a spear. It's kind of unfortunate that it's not a spear anymore, but it became a little too powerful when coupled with dive for both Rainbow Dash and even Cadence for that matter. So it's probably best that it's a rod weapon. But yeah, unique to this mod, these all used to be water absorption equipments in the original, and this was neutral. In this game, it is fire elemental. You might have noticed this already. And very interestingly, Splint there absorbs wind, Scaled Hood absorbs lightning, Scaled Costume absorbs fire. This is really significant because all 3 of these elements are fairly common in the Colosseum specifically. With, like, just a couple other monsters using, like, maybe an ice ability or an holy ability, which are easily fixed with the Emerald Ring and the Sapphire Ring, if I remember correctly, were the right ones. So, yeah, between these, this is my secret to getting a lot of the best equipment in the Colosseum. Also in part because, for some reason, literally all of the, like, ultimate armors are related either to the dragon equipment here or Rarity's dresses. The plain dress, dingy dress, that's why I got so many of these. Actually, the dragon equipment eventually loops back around to Rarity's dresses, interestingly. So, yeah, it's finally time for the big Colosseum run. Next time, after I get the rest of the equipment I want. Again, 2 Bloodstone, yeah, ultimately 2 Bloodstones, and I'll show getting the other, like, how to get the Scaled Costumes and Scaled Splints by betting these. But yeah, ultimately 2 Bloodstones, 15 Scaled Splints. I know that's a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. Yeah, 16 Scaled Hoods and 4 of the Scaled Costumes next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6. Arrivederci.